All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Raiders Sunday. We got a big game against the New York Jets. Jets, Jets. Now, the whole world thinks we should win this game. I happen to be one of those people. But man, I've been watching the Jets from afar, and they honestly seem like a team that's going to be dangerous in about, I'll probably say 2 years. Some people aren't sold on Sam Darnold, especially after the whole New England fiasco where he said, I was seeing ghosts and everything. But I think he is a good quarterback, and we all know what Le'Veon Bell is, but I really like Robbie Anderson. And I was actually one of the few people who, well, not one of the few, but one of the people who was saying, let's get Robbie Anderson. So I think they have a lot of talent. They really do. Especially on defense. That defense is nice. Defense is really nice. And I'm curious to see how we're going to attack them. Everyone's talking about Jamal Adams, and he's a special player. He really is a special player. But I think him in conjunction with the linebackers and some of their defensive linemen, I think it's going to present some problems. But, the funny thing is about the Jets, and I'm pretty sure, because I'm watching them afar, and I'm pretty sure somebody has to say this in the nation. There are some games where you sit there and you look at the Jets and you're like, oh, they're going to get blown out. Blown out. And then you look in the third quarter, you're like, how was the game close? How was it? How are we going in the fourth quarter and this game is this close? And all of a sudden, the other team will pull out in the end, or maybe they'll blow them out in the fourth quarter. But the Jets are a scrappy team, and they have some things that we need to be worried about. Now, conversely, it's Raiders Sunday, and we got all this hype surrounding the Raiders now because I'm not gonna lie. It feels real good not to be the only one in these streets saying Super Bowl. Finally some other people are saying it. Most people are saying playoffs, but there's a small bastion in the Raider Nation that's saying Super Bowl. And I'm happy to lead the charge. Anyway, let's get back to the game. I think the way we should attack the Jets is we have a balanced offense, right? A balanced offense. Got to get the play action. Got to get Josh Jacobs going. Got to get. I would like to see a tad bit more of DeAndre Washington. I think he's really. I really seen his progression from year one to year now. He has a little bit more burst than he had in his first year. Bulkier, obviously. So I want to see how we utilize him. I want to see what the guts of the Jets defense looks like. So I want to run it a bit. I want to save Josh Jacobs and the shoulder injury because he still hurt that a couple of weeks ago. But I say let's run the ball. I want to see also. I want to see Keelan Doss. I don't know if he's activated yet. And I read a report or article by Scott Bear where he's talking about the wild journey that Keelan Doss had. But I'm really curious about him because he has a lot of talent, I think, or a lot of potential to develop into a nice receiver. I think so. Because he's made a lot of tough catches at a professional level. So I'm really excited about that. I also want to see Zay Jones. I want to see us work him in a little bit more. I know he's been playing a lot, but I want to see him get some more comfortability with Derek Carr. Because I said it before and I'll say it a million times. Derek Carr looks healthy. And if anybody has any questions about it, I would like for you to look at Exhibit A when he ran for that touchdown. I tell you what, boy, that run was something special. The whole time I was like, oh, he's going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked. Go down, Derek. Go down, Derek. All of a sudden, that pop back. Then all of a sudden, jumping into the end zone. Okay, he looks healthy. He doesn't make that kind of a scramble last year. He definitely doesn't make that scramble 2 years ago. Derek Carr is getting healthy. Feet are active. His torso, the way he springs when the way his back torques when he's throwing the ball, he just looks healthy. And I think we're seeing that right now. And like I said before in another video, offensive continuity between the coaches and philosophy is a huge thing. It is actually an underrated factor when we judge quarterbacks. How much continuity has this man had? Derek Carr is finally getting that. So I would like to see him get some more chemistry with the newer receivers. That's what I want to see. Not so much the Darren Wallers or the Tyrell Williams and such under Foster Moreau. Because I do think he has a comfortability with Foster Moreau, but I want him to work some chemistry with Zay Jones and Hunter Renfrow, even though I think Hunter Renfrow, he's getting there. And Keelan Doss, DeAndre Washington. Those are 3 people who I want to see excel in this game on the offensive side of the ball. Now, let's get to that defense on our side. I'm not going to lie, I was shocked about DJ Swearinger. I didn't think he was going to play that much and have that many tackles, lead the team in tackles. That's huge. Like I said before, I think he'll have those dynamic plays, but I just wanted him, based on the history that I've seen of him playing in other various spots, I just want him to make the solid plays, the solid tackles, So that I think that's huge. That's what I want to see from him going forward. Also, Deion Jordan. I thought he moved really well for being out of the league for about a year. Next, another week of preparation, another week of getting a feel for the game. I'm looking for him to jump off the page, and I'm looking forward to how they're all going to feed off each other. Because now, Cleveland Farrell, he's going to eat. Mad Max, he's going to eat. PJ Hall, and an assortment of other guys. I think they're all going to eat now with the addition of Deion Jordan. In addition of Cleveland Farrell just getting used to the game and being put in his natural position, and Matt Max developing his rushing techniques, where to put his hands, snap counts and all that. I think all this is coming to a head, starting to come together at the right time. And I told you at the beginning of the year, what? After week 8, you will see the defense starting to make strides. And it's after week 8, and what are we seeing? Defense starting to make strides. So, keeping with that, I want us to keep making strides, and I want the defensive line to get pressure. I want us to get turnovers. Turnovers. We've been forcing a lot of turnovers. I want that trend to continue, because that's how you win playoff football. So, get turnovers. I'm looking for the defense to be a bit more stifling. I'm expecting us to have at least 1 or 2 turnovers. 1 or 2 turnovers on defense. For the offensive side of the ball, I think let's control the game. If we get up early, let's run that ball. Let's run the ball to maintain tempo. Let's run the ball to manage the clock and get out of here with as less injuries as possible. I think that's the way we got to do it, especially against a recently surging team against the New York Jets. So that's all I got. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's a trap game? Do you think it's a game that we could lose or will lose? And I'll say this before I go. This is a game we have to win, because if we're out here really in these Super Bowl streets, you beat the teams you're supposed to beat, and you beat the teams that everyone thinks you're not supposed to beat. So with that said, John Gruden, Derek Carr, Paul Gunther, go to work. And with that said, I can't wait for another Raiders victory, because we out here in these streets. It doesn't matter that we got to go to a different time zone. It doesn't matter that we're playing the New York Jets. All that matters is that we're healthy. So last year in Oakland, and we're on the road to that Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to end it like I always ended. Super Bowl, we out here. Woo! Let's go, boys and girls. Let's go.